Yo, what's up, man? What's going on, everybody, man? And I just want to touch on this Caleb Plant Canelo Alvarez thing right here, man, because these two, they were supposed to have these negotiations done for this undisputed fight at 168. Both of these guys are trying to make history. Canelo trying to be the first Mexican undisputed, Plant trying to be the first white undisputed. There's a lot on the line here, and they just can't get the negotiations done. Now, Canelo, he usually fights in September around Mexican Independence Day. This fight was expected to be on September 11th, around that range, September 18th, one of them. Now, we are within 2 months of that date, and there's nothing done. And at first, I was hearing the PBC was trying to get Canelo to get a three-fight deal that included David Benavidez, and Jamal Charlo, which was turned down by Canelo, which is understandable to a certain degree because if you don't want to be tied up to somebody, but them are two dudes that he said that he would fight though. So I don't understand why he wouldn't give that offer no chance. But PBC, they came back with another deal with Canelo making 40, 50 million for this fight. And it sounded like it was finna be all good, like it was finna go through, and then whoosh, here we go, right here. They about to start all over again. Hopefully, hopefully nobody walks away from the table. They've been exchanging offers all throughout the weekend, and they had the money right, but it was more to it. Now, Plant told ESPN, he's like, his bark is bigger than his bite. Canelo was offered his highest guarantee of his career. He was set to make 40 million plus Mexican TV rights and his Hennessy sponsorship. No problem. Let's fight. We gave it to him. Then they wanted upside of gate and pay-per-view revenue. No problem. Let's rumble. It was always agreed that it was a title unification, no rematch for either fighter. Towards the end of negotiations, they asked for a rematch clause. No, how he worded it, he said towards the end of negotiations, they asked for a rematch when they lose. No problem. You can have the rematch as well. I just want to fight. He got some confidence. I like this, man. Plant told ESPN he agreed to his side of the deal 2 weeks ago with no arguments about money or any stipulations besides the one-way rematch clause. Yeah, it's a one-way rematch clause. Plant, they not gonna give Plant no rematch if he lose and Canelo go to undisputed. Canelo got so much shit he can do if he win that belt. Ain't no way Plant to get a rematch. But there was also a matter to the ring size. Billy Joe and Canelo battled over the distance inside of the ropes in their May fight, which Canelo won by ninth round TKO. Billy Joe didn't come out of the corner. And it was just right here. I'm finna read it to you. And Canelo is fucking dead wrong, dog, for putting this in the contract. Listen to this. If I get injured or sick, he gets a late replacement. I'm talking from Caleb Plant. If Caleb Plant gets sick or injured before the fight, Canelo gets a late replacement for the same amount of guaranteed money that 40, 50 million we were talking about, he still gets that. But if Canelo gets sick or injured, then Plant gotta wait for him. Ain't that some shit? Plant say we had 7.5 weeks from the fight. We lost valuable time that should be spent promoting and drug testing for a fight of this magnitude. I don't know, man. Like Canelo recently, man, in these negotiations with these B-sides, man, he been really raping these people, dog. Billy Joe, he had shit in the contract. Then when they get close to the fight date, the ring size ain't what he agreed to. They done up the attendance, and he don't get no percentage of the thousands that they upped it. You know what I'm saying? So Canelo had the 60-40 split on 14,000 fans, and then they upped it to 70,000 fans. You know what I'm saying? So them 56,000, that's all Canelo money. I ain't gonna lie. People try to compare this shit to Floyd and say Floyd used to be raping people like this. I don't understand it. Floyd didn't do people like this. Floyd say he fighting somebody, it don't take 2 or 3 times to negotiate with them. Unless it's Pacquiao. You know how that Pacquiao shit. But Pacquiao ain't want to take the blood test. But Canelo, he's trying to rape Caleb Plant too hard, man. And I don't think they should let him get away with this. But Plant, he's been waiting for Canelo to get done with his wedding, shooting his TV show, his golf tournament. And now they try to give him everything he wants, but now he just going over the top. That's just going over the top because Canelo can get Plant to sign that contract, right? And then a couple weeks before the fight, he could say he's sick. And then, you know what I'm saying? Then he can come back and fight a Yildirim type opponent for that same money. And Plant would just be sitting there holding the bag. But I feel like this fight gonna happen because only other options Plant got is tough ass opponents, Benavidez, Charlo. And I want to see how this play out because I like Plant's style. He's an outside slick fighter. You know what I'm saying? That's that style Canelo be having problems with. So Canelo gonna have to work for this undisputed though. But that's the reason why he saved Plant for last. It just seemed like both of these dudes outside of this fight, they got a bunch of tough ass opponents. Because Canelo said if it's not this, he gonna go up to 75. But Canelo ain't got nobody to blame but himself. He should have been undisputed with Andre at 160. Oh, my bad. I said that wrong earlier. If Caleb Plant is sick, Canelo don't have to wait for him at all. He can walk in there and fight a Yildirim for $40 million. And it's just fucked up. But we gonna see what's going on with this undisputed.